Hey, everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're looking to create professional and visually appealing flowcharts but don't know where to start, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to show you how to create flowcharts using Canva, one of the most user-friendly and versatile design tools out there. We'll be using basic shapes and lines to build a flowchart that you can use for your projects, assignments, or presentations. Let's get started with creating flowcharts in Canva. To begin, open any browser on your computer and go to Canva.com. If you don't already have an account, you can sign up for free. Canva has both free and paid versions, but for our flowchart, the free version works perfectly fine. Once you're logged in, you'll be on the Canva dashboard. From here, we're going to select the whiteboard option. You can find this by either searching for a whiteboard in the search bar or scrolling down through the available templates. After selecting whiteboard, click on Create a Blank to open a new whiteboard workspace. This will give us a large canvas to work on, which is perfect for creating detailed flowcharts. Now, let's set up our flowchart. The first step in creating our flowchart is to add a heading. To do this, go to the left-hand menu and click on the Text tab. From here, select Add a Heading. This will add a text box to your whiteboard. Let's say we are creating a flowchart to show the process of making tea. I'll type "How to make tea" as the heading. After typing your heading, you can adjust its size and position. Just click and drag the heading to the top of the page. You can also use the font options at the top to change the font style, size, and color to match your theme. With our heading in place, it's time to start building the flowchart itself. Go to the Elements tab on the left side of the screen. Here, you'll find a variety of shapes and lines that we can use. For the starting point of our flowchart, I'll select a simple oval shape. You can choose any shape that fits your flowchart style. Now that we have our starting shape, let's label it. Click inside the shape to add text. I'll type a start to indicate the beginning of our flowchart. You can also change the color of the shape to make it stand out. Just click on the shape, and you'll see a color palette option at the top. Choose a color that matches your design. Once you're happy with the placement and color, click and drag the shape to the top of the flowchart area, just below the heading. To create the flowchart, we'll connect this shape to the next step using lines. One of the easiest ways to maintain consistency in your flowchart is by duplicating shapes. Click on the shape, and you'll notice 4 arrows around it. Click on the arrow pointing down to duplicate the shape. This way, you don't have to manually drag and resize new shapes every time. Now, we have a duplicate shape that we can use for our next step. Drag this shape down a bit, and let's rename it to the first step in making tea, which is a turn on kettle. Double-click inside the shape and type the new text. Feel free to change the color of this shape as well to differentiate each step. I'm going to use a different shade of blue. Just click on the shape, choose the color option, and select your preferred shade. Next, let's add a step for waiting for kettle to boil. Again, click on the shape, duplicate it, and move it to the next position. Type "Wait for kettle to boil" inside the shape. You can align these shapes easily using Canva's grid lines to keep everything neat and organized. Flowcharts often include decision points, and we can use a diamond shape to represent these. Let's add a decision point to check if the water is boiled. Go back to the Elements tab, select the diamond shape, and drag it onto the canvas. I'll place this diamond shape below the last step and connect it with a line. Drag it to connect the "Wait for kettle to boil" shape to the diamond decision shape. Now, let's label this decision point. I'll type a "water boiled" inside the diamond shape. This makes it clear that the next step depends on whether the water has boiled. If yes, we'll proceed with making tea. If no, we'll need to wait longer. Connecting your steps clearly is essential for any flowchart. Use lines and arrows to show the flow of the process. Click on Aligns under Elements and select a line with an arrowhead. You can also adjust the style of the line to make it straight, curved, or elbow. Select the line, and a menu will appear at the top where you can change the line style. I prefer using elbow lines for a clean, angular look. Adjust the line by dragging the endpoints to make sure it connects neatly with the shapes. Don't forget to label the paths. Drag it to connect the decision shape to the next step, pour water on tea bag. You can add small text boxes next to each line to indicate options, like a yes or a no. This way, anyone looking at your flowchart will understand what each arrow represents. Once you've made the decision point, continue adding the next steps. For example, after to pour water on tea bag, the next step might be wait 2 to 3 minutes. And then add milk and sugar. Use the same process to duplicate shapes. Adding all the steps. After finishing the steps, don't forget to add the last shape to indicate the end of the flowchart. In our example, I'll add a shape that says a stop, and customize it with a different color to signify the end. You can also add any additional labels, notes, or even icons from Canva's extensive library to enhance your flowchart. Once you're happy with your flowchart, take a moment to review everything. Make sure all the steps are connected properly, the text is legible, and the design looks balanced. Now change the color of arrows. And adjust all the sizes. Let's see. Now, it's time to connect everything with arrows. Select the arrow tool again, and connect each shape in the order of the process. You can also customize the arrows, straight, curved, or elbow types, to better suit your layout. Simply click on the arrow to adjust its style and ensure your flowchart remains clean and easy to follow. If you make a mistake or want to adjust something, Canva makes it easy to rearrange or edit the flowchart. Just click on the shape or arrow, and you can move, resize, or delete it as needed. Now that our flowchart is complete, it's time to download it. Click on the Share button in the top right corner and select to download. You can choose from various file formats like PNG, JPEG, or PDF, depending on how you plan to use the flowchart. For most purposes, a PNG file works great. Once downloaded, you can easily share it in your presentations, reports, or even on social media. Canva makes it so simple to create professional quality flowcharts without any complicated software. And that's it. You've just learned how to create a flowchart in Canva. I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you're now confident in making your own flowcharts for any project. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more design tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and happy designing!